Hello, guys. Am I audible? Can you just give me a quick confirmation? Let me just check my mic settings and all. Mic, I'm good. Speaker, it is good. So just give me a confirmation. If you are able to hear me, please do hit like. And welcome to the day 2 of implementing some amazing end-to-end agentic AI project with the help of LLM Ops. So please do make sure that as soon as you give your attendance by hitting a like. Yesterday, we did some amazing start with respect to the project. Uh, how was everything that with respect to the yesterday discussion that we did? Were you able to understand? And people who have attended yesterday, all the code, everything is given already in the description of this particular video. So just let me know whether everything looks good or not. Okay. So I will also make Sunny join in just some time. But before that, let me talk. Yes, everybody, can you give me a quick confirmation? All good? Everything is good? Yeah. So we'll wait for just some time. So let's everybody join and then we will just start. Perfect. Sunny is also here. I hope everybody is able to see Sunny.
Yeah, guys. So I think I'm visible and audible. So good evening. Yeah,
खाना
good
खा लिया
evening,
सनी?
guys.
खाना खा लिया
हाँ जी
सनी?
सर खाना वाना हो गया
Okay, we'll just wait for everybody to join and then we'll take 5 minutes introduction, like what all things we have done yesterday. And then we will continue the session. So if you are new, please do hit like. And yeah, we are going to implement some amazing projects as we go ahead. Perfect. I think Sunny, it's 3 minutes. We can go ahead. And before we go ahead, guys, please do check out in the description. There is a LLM Ops batch specifically with respect to agentic AI that is going to come up. You can check out all the information in the description of this particular video. Sunny, you can proceed and you can talk about yesterday's session and then move ahead with the implementation.
yeah, sure, sir. Okay, guys. So give me a moment. I'm sharing my screen, and then first I'll give you the quick recap from the previous session, and then we'll start with the implementation. Okay. Okay, guys. So give me a moment. Yeah, guys. I think my screen is visible, right? Can you see the VS Code, everyone?
Yes, Sunny, we can.
Okay. So this was a project which we have initiated, and inside this one, what we have done first, we have done the environment setup, and after the environment setup, guys, we have created the complete folder structure. Okay. So whatever file and folder was required, I had created over here. Now today we can write our code, the further code. If you don't have this entire project, this entire code, I can give it to you. I already capped on my GitHub. Okay, so let me do one thing. Let me share that GitHub first, and then we can start. Did you get this GitHub? I shared in the chat. You can look into the chat, guys.
Sunny, I've already added in the description of this particular video. Same GitHub, okay?
Okay, okay. So, guys, you can take the entire project from the description as well. The link is available over there. Okay. So, what you have to do, you just have to open this GitHub and clone this project inside your system. How to clone it? If you don't know, then I can show you. See, what you have to do, you just need to click on this green icon. Okay, once you will click on this code and then copy this link. After copying this link, open your VS Code or open your CMD, then write git clone and this, uh, and then pass this link. That's it. So once you will do it, guys, you will be able to clone this entire project in your local. Okay, and just keep it with you. So whenever I am making any changes, whenever I am pushing something, you can directly pull it. Now, so let's do one thing, guys. Let's understand the flow, that what we are going to do. We are going to create a simple React system, but guys, it's going to be a more powerful because we have a lots of functionality over here. Okay, so if you don't know about the problem statement, which I already discussed in my previous session, as you can see over here, so it is a AI based trip planner system, which is relying on a multiple real time information, and this particular information is coming from the various tools. So real time data, attraction activities, hotel cost, currency conversion, itinerary planning, total expense, and all, everything we are going to be generate, and that too, like using the real time APIs and all. Okay, so first, let's do one thing, guys. Let's try to write some code so that you will get some idea. And if you don't know about the environment setup and all, you can follow, you can check out with my previous session after this one. So first, I'm writing some requirement inside the requirement dot txt. Okay, so let me add all the requirement. I kept in one of my file. I'm just adding it over here, and I will give you the walkthrough of it. So see, guys, this is all the requirement. First, the first module, which is a LangChain, which is very important for this project. The second is the fast API, so we can create an endpoint using this fast APIs. The next one is the python.env, so we can interact with our environment variable using this python.env. Okay, then we have the Streamlit for creating a front end. So if we don't want to see anything on the terminal, instead of that, what we can do, we can create our front end. Okay, the UI only. So using this Streamlit, easily we can do that. Then we have ubcon, so it is for running up the server. Okay, then we have a pydantic, you know about the pydantic, guys. So it is for the validation. Then request module, httpx is request for making a request to any url from the internet. LangChain community, again, it is a part of the LangChain. Then we have a other library, LangChain grok, OpenAI, Tably. We have YML and LangGraph. So this all the requirement is necessary for this particular project. And at the end, I have mentioned this hyphen e. So this hyphen e is for what? This hyphen e is for all the local packages. Okay, so this entire project I'm treating as my local package, which I can install in this particular environment, and for that this hyphen e would be required. So this hyphen e is for the executable file, right? So it is saying execute what? Execute this setup.py, which is available on this current directory. Dot means what? It is a current directory. Okay, so in setup.py file, I have to keep some code. So let me show you that code as well. I already created that code. Okay, so this is the code, guys. See, this code is very simple. And if you have seen our previous project implementation and all, so at that, yeah, there as well, we have created this file, this setup.py. So inside this setup.py, guys, this function is main function, this setup function. So in this setup function, guys, we are passing several variables like name, we have version, we have author mail, package, and install required. Okay, now this install required, what it is doing, it is calling this function get requirement. So this get requirement will capture all the requirement from the requirement.txt, and it will align to this current package. Okay, this local package which we are going to be create, right? So this setup.py, so once I will execute this hyphen e, once this requirement.txt will be installed. Okay, and once it will come to this hyphen e dot, so automatically it will trigger this setup.py. Okay, and it will download this entire folder as a single package into my virtual environment. Now why I'm doing it? So that I no need to basically mention this absolute path while I'm importing any folder or anything. I no need to mention the root path. Okay, while I'm importing anything. So everything will be working in a smoother way, even though I am like mentioning the relative path. Okay, I hope this is clear. Now, guys, so first what I will do, see, first I will install this recurrent.txt into my current virtual environment. Okay, so I have this env. Now inside the env I'm going to install the recurrent.txt. So for installing a recurrent.txt, I'm using ub. Okay, now I'm not going to use the pip directly. I'm using one wrapper on top of the pip, that is ub. Okay, so first let me show you that what all package is already there in my current virtual environment. So the command is very simple. Command is pip install, sorry, pip list, ub pip list. So once I will write this command, guys, what I will get my packages. So yesterday also I installed some package just to showcase you like how this ub pip install works. Now what I'm doing again, I'm going to be install this complete recurrent.txt, so that like I won't get any sort of error related to my dependency. So for that, the command again is going to be same. I'm writing over here ub pip install -r requirement dot txt. Okay, now once I will write this requirement dot txt, guys, so whatever requirement is there inside the, whatever dependency is there inside the requirement file, all the dependency is going to be installed inside this virtual environment. Okay, so let me write it, run it, and see, guys, how fast it is doing. So here it is showing me some error. Let me check. No solution found when resolving dependency because there are no version of YAML and required YAML. Okay, so it is showing some dependency issue. What I can do later on, I can install this YAML separately. As of now, I'm going to be remove it from here. So yeah, because we are not going to use the pip directly, we are using UV. So UV is having some checks right before installing something. So now I have written this thing, and see, guys, it is installing all the packages. Now along with this packages, okay, it will install one more thing. It's going to be install the current package as a virtual environment. Okay, this particular folder, my AI trip planner folder, as a package in my current virtual environment. Okay, so if you want to check, see how quickly it has installed all the dependency. I think within like 5 seconds, it is able to install all the dependency. And if you are going to do the same thing with the pip, so it will take much time. So my suggestion to all of you, if you want to be installed faster requirement, okay, so you can use this UV instead of the pip directly. Now I can show you the list again. So I need to write this UB pip list. So once I will write, guys, I will be getting my all the requirements in my virtual environment along with what? Along with me, along with my this AI trip planner fold package. Okay. So this AI trip planner was what? It is my, it is my project. Now this project actually it is being treated as a local package, and see, it is able to install this as well in my local virtual environment. And how I am able to do it? So I'm able to do it using this setup.py. Okay, so this is a bare minimum setup, guys, which you have to do before starting with any project. Okay, if you are doing this setup, then you can easily like develop a project inside your system and you won't get any error, any issue. So is it clear? Everyone is clear till here? I will update the entire code. What I will do, guys, I will commit the entire code and all together, and then I will share with you. Okay, so let me do one thing. Let me commit the entire code first, whatever changes I made. So I made a changes in requirement, then I made a changes in setup. Init is there. Okay, exception, init, and logger. So this all the changes are there. Now I can write uh, requirement requirements have been added, requirements have been added, and folder updated. Okay, now what I can do, I can commit it. So guys, see, I'm able to sync the changes, and this changes will be reflected in the GitHub, guys. Okay, so directly you can pull it from there. Everyone is able to install it or not? Sorry, everyone is able to pull the changes or not? You can give me quick confirmation in the chat if you are able to pull the changes. For pulling the changes after cloning this repository, you need to write one very simple command, that is git pull, and that's it. Git pull only. Okay, no need to mention any origin and all. But just by writing this git pull, you will be able to pull the changes. Okay. So if you are done till here, you can let me know, guys. You can give me quick confirmation so that I can proceed. So I didn't get what is as a wrapper. UB actually what it is doing. See, whatever dependency was there under this PyPy, right? We were installing that using the pip. Okay, now that one wrapper have been created on top of the pip. So pip is not alone working. On top of it, one more wrapper have been created. That is a UB. Okay, that wrapper have been written in a Rust language. Okay, so it is faster than pip. Now pip is not directly working with the installation and all with respect to all the packages from the PyPy repository. Now we are using UB. Okay, that's a like whole sort of idea of this UB. Yesterday only I shared like little detail about this UV and all. You can go and check out. And even though we have a dedicated video on top of it, I want a confirmation from everyone's end. If you are done till here, I can proceed, guys. Yeah, we can use UV add also. So I can show you the role of the UV add. Okay, so what I can do, I can write over here, let's say UV add, and I can write any package name, let's say pandas. So once I will write this UV add pandas, I will be able to add the dependency. Okay, now this both command is working. UB pip install, what it will do, it will only install the dependency. Okay, and rather this UB add pandas, what it will do, it is going to be sync up with this entire UV environment. It's going to be update the dependency in this toml file. Okay, here you can see as soon as I added the pandas is getting updated over here. Along with that, it is going to be create one more file, and the file name is ub.log. Okay, so inside the ub.log also, it is going to be mention all the dependency related requirement. This one. Okay, so inside the ub.log, it is going to be add all the wheels. So this pyproject.toml file, it is just to maintain the metadata about this entire project. Okay, what all dependency, the name, description, and all everything. And this ub.log, basically it is an actual dependency, right? So as it is, we can utilize these files for recreating or for like recreating this project or this environment in uh, any sort of a server. Okay, that's the main aim of it. Very easy. Okay, so let's do one thing, guys. Let's try to write a further code after doing this entire setup. So what I will do, I will be starting from the workflow itself. Okay, so in the workflow, guys, see, we are going to be create this entire agentic workflow using the LangGraph. Okay, so first, what we have to do, we have to create one class. The class name is going to be what? The class name is going to be Graph Builder. Okay, now inside this Graph Builder class, I'm going to be write my complete I'm going to be write my complete code. Now see, it is giving me some suggestion also regarding the function and all, but yeah, I will write my own. So here is my Graph Builder. Now inside this Graph Builder, what I will do, I will going to be create one function, that is a init. Okay, so I created this init function, and I'll be writing some sort of a functionality. As of now, I'm just writing pass over here. Okay, so what I have, guys, I have a graph builder. Now I'm going to create one more function over here. I'll write each and every functionality, guys. First of all, let me create a escalator. Okay, now you are free to use any framework. Let's say you're gonna use N10. N10 basically, see, many people were asking to me about the N10. So I would say N10 is nothing. It's a like UI based framework. Means there, what you can do, you can create your workflow. So every workflow is getting created in a backend. Means uh, like you are not writing a low level coding for that. You are just doing some drag and drop from the UI itself. So you can think in such a way, this N10 is nothing. It's a combination of LangGraph plus UI. Okay, maybe I think they are using LangGraph itself. It's the open source framework N10, and we can discuss about it more in the upcoming session, right? So any framework you can use over here, which is giving you the low level authority on top of the agents, on top of the code. I can give you some name. You can use OpenAI SDK, you can use semantic kernel, you can use AutoGen, you can use LangGraph. So I'm creating it with the LangGraph. Okay, but you can like write your workflow and all with any sort of a tool, any sort of a framework, right? Okay, so now what I'm doing, I'm going to be create one more function. The function name is going to be agent function, guys. Now inside this agent function, what I will do, I'll write this self, and here is what, here is my pass. Okay, Now one more is there. So what I'm doing, I'm going to be write one more function, build underscore graph. Okay, so this is my one more function. And what I will do, guys, after this one, I can write like this call as well. So directly I can call my object as a function. Okay, so here is what underscore underscore call. This is a special a special dunder method of the Python in Python itself. So I'm going to use this call as well. So this is the skeleton of my graph builder class. Okay, now apart from this one, guys, here certain dependency is also required. So dependency wise, let me give you all the dependency. Okay, so few things I written it by myself at somewhere. So I will be directly copy and pasting because everything is not possible to write in a live session. So what I'm doing, I'm going to be copy and paste certain dependency. Now over here, guys, you will see. So we have a model loader tools. Just keep tool aside as of now. Okay, we have a prompt as well, so let me keep the prompt as well over here. Then we have this state graph, message state, and in start, and this tool node. So this is for what? This is for the line graph specifically, and this rest of the import statement, it is for the tool. So as of now, I'm going to be comment this tool based statement. I will like write a code later on, okay, regarding this tool and all, and then only you will be getting that part. So guys, here you can see we have a certain dependency. The first dependency is a model loader itself. Okay, so we have to like load a model. Now this model we can load from anywhere, from any API. It could be OpenAI, it could be Gemini, it could be Cloud A or any cloud-based environment from Bedrock or Azure AI Studio and all, right? So first, see, I'm going to be use Grok over here, and I will make a configuration for the OpenAI as well. So from both of the like API, you can load model from any of them API. Okay. So first, I will write a configuration with respect to this model. So in the configuration, guys, I will be mentioning about the LLM. So see here, I'm going to write LLM. Now this LLM could be either OpenAI or it could be Grok. Okay. So regarding this LLM, I'm just going to be make a configuration. See, so here what I have, guys, I have a OpenAI. So provider is who is a provider of the OpenAI? OpenAI is a provider, and model name is what? This one, O4 Mini. Now we have one more key. So in one more key, we have a provider and we have a model name. Okay. As you can see over here, what we have a provider as well as the model name. Now here also provider and the model name. So you can create this hierarchy at whatever level. Okay, on whatever level actually you want to be you want to be validate your LLMs, you can do that. And not only LLMs, you can create other key as well. Let's say you have an embedding model, you can create one more key, that is a embedding. Okay, now other one as well, whatever you want to be keep inside this configuration file, inside this YAML file, you can do it, right? In YAML file, we are going to be write a configuration in the form of key and value. So every configuration we're going to write in a key and value, and it could be at up to any hierarchy. Okay, it is not similar to the JSON, but it is like a like kind of JSON only, right? Now here, I hope this is clear. So what I'm doing after writing this configuration, see, first I was having this model loader. Okay, this model loader basically it was available inside the utils. So guys, what I will do, I will define this model loader inside the utils itself. So where is my utils, guys? Here is my utils. And now what I will do, I will open this model loader, and inside this model loader only, I am going to be write my code. Okay, for what? For loading the model. So what is going to be my class name? My class name is going to be this config loader. Okay. So here is my class name, config loader. Now what I will do, guys, inside this class itself, I'm going to be write a different. So this is my one class config loader, and I will be loading the configuration and all. And let me create one more separate class for specifically for the model. Okay. So I'm going to be write over here the next class name. The next class name is going to be model loader. Okay. So here is what? Here is my model loader. Now what I will do, guys, I will be writing my init. Okay. Or let me do one thing. Let me copy and paste the entire functionality of this model loader, because it is very easy. There is just one function which I coded, and the function name is what? The function name is the load model. Okay, with that, I think everything you can understand in a clear way. So just a second, guys, I'm giving you that particular code, and don't worry, I will commit it once, then you can take it. Okay, so here is the code, guys, this one. Now inside this code you can see what I have, see, first I have this this is the model loader. Okay, this is what, this is my Pydantic class. So we have a model provider as well as we have a configuration. Now inside this one we have multiple, what we have, guys, we have a multiple function. So first we have a postnet, right? So here what we are doing, we are going to be load the configuration, whatever configuration would be there. Okay, then after that, once we are able to load the configuration, guys, so see, we have a class configuration, this is my class variable. Okay, now here is my main function, this daf load llm. So what this function is doing, it's going to be like load the model based on their environment key, means the provider basically. So I'll be passing this provider, why I'm calling this app. Okay, so whether I want to be load the grok or this OpenAI based model. So based on this particular provider only, we are going to be load the specific model, right? So this is the entire functionality of the model loader. So what I can do, guys, here I can write this configuration loader also, and inside the configuration loader you can see what we are going to be do, we are going to be load the configuration. Okay, so whatever configuration we have written in the YAML, that particular configuration we are going to be load over here. Okay, and after loading the configuration, guys, what we are doing, we are just going to be initialize the LLM. So this is the modular coding, will keep each and everything like apart to each other. Okay, so model loader is a separate file, so you can do any sort of a changes over here. No need to touch the configuration inside it. For regarding any configuration, you can like work with this YAML file. Okay, this config.yaml. Now certain dependency is also there, so let me load all the dependency, guys. See, this is all the dependency. Okay, so here what I'm doing, I'm going to be showcase all the dependency. So first what we have this os load env. Okay, literals and all, this is the method, sorry, this is the like function. Okay, some additional function just to validate the data type variables and all. Then we have this Hugging Face embedding, which is not required as of now, I'm just going to be remove it. Then we have this load configuration, and here what we have a chat grok. Okay, and then we have this chat open AI. Okay, so guys, these many things will be required inside this model loader. Now one more dependency is there, this load configuration. So this load configuration is nothing, it's a YAML loader. Okay, so what I will do inside this configuration loader, I am going to be define this YAML loader. Okay, so here is a code, a very simple code, guys. I think just by seeing this code, this function, you can understand it. So what I'm doing, I'm passing my YAML file and I'm loading it over here. Now this particular configuration is coming inside this variable. Now if I want any key specific data, I can get it from here using this get item. Now rest of the thing is being done by this model loader. So here we are going to be check first model provider in this config. This is my like validation. Then we are going to be load the configuration over here via this class. Okay, then what we have this def load llm. This is my main function which I am going to be used further. I hope, guys, this entire thing is clear. Is it clear, guys? Tell me yes or no. Is this thing getting clear or not to everyone, how to write this model loader and all? Once we will go through with it, maybe the thing will be more clear. I just want quick confirmation from everyone's end. So now what I'm doing, guys, I'm providing you this like entire code. What I'm doing, I'm just writing this get add. Okay, and here git commit -m code updated for loading the model. Okay, now here git push. So once I will do the git push, guys, you will be able to do the entire code over the GitHub itself. So let me refresh it, and I'll be taking a pause over here, guys, and so that you can go through with this entire code once. Whatever I have pasted, whatever I have pushed over here. So see, model loader is updated with the entire basically code. Okay, and here we have one more. So we have the agent also. So in the agent, I just written a workflow, that's it, nothing else. You can check over here this one. So guys, till here what we have done, we have like created this config agents. Okay, we understood about this like utils. Inside the utils we just coded two files, one is the config loader, another one was the model loader. And yeah, we are going to be write a further thing now. And I hope so, guys, you are aligned with me. So just do the git pull and try to take a code inside your system. Why the code has been written in the same separate file? Because this is a modular coding. So let's say if I just want to deal with the model, this configuration loading and all, so I can simply check out with this configuration loader file and I can do the changes. As of now in my code, I just have one YAML file, but there could be multiple JSON file. So all the configuration, whatever I'm going to be write anywhere in any file, I will be writing a code regarding that over here. Okay. So in modular coding, what we do, we write a separate functionality in a separate file. Now, what is the advantage of it? Advantage is, let's say if I want to make a changes in any of the functionality wise, let's say tomorrow what is happening, tomorrow my provider is going to be increased. I have 10 provider now. So what I will do, guys, I will just simply make a changes inside this YAML file. Okay. And then what I will do, I'll go inside this model loader, and I can enhance my logic also over here. Means whatever provider will be there, regarding according to that only I'm going to be create a class. So I'm going to be create a object of it, and then I'm loading my LLM. That's it. Okay. So no need to no need to keep everything at a single place. Keep the like create a separate file for every functionality, and then guys, just try to connect to each other. Okay. This is what the modular coding is, and like every project, every industry gate project, we are going to create in the same way. I hope you got it. Any doubt, anything so far? Jimny, CLI, Cloud, Code Competitor launch totally free for now. Yeah, I'm aware about it. Regarding this one, sir, I'm blind. Okay, will this go over how many days? This is a quick workshop regarding this LLM project. So just for next 2 days, the same project, and then we'll initiate the new project in some other framework. So we are planning different framework like AutoGen and all, because we know like you want a project in every framework. Okay. So after this one, right after this one, maybe from Sunday or Monday, we're gonna start with the AutoGen. Okay. So you will get a notification. It's a tentative, but yeah, you will get that. Okay, guys. So just give me quick confirmation so that I can proceed with the further coding and all. I just want quick confirmation from everyone's end. I just took a pause for 1 minute so that you can go ahead and check out the code, whatever I written, and then I'll proceed. Okay. Okay. People are saying, please go ahead. Great. Great, guys. So let's do one thing. Let's try to build our graph, and after this one, now what we'll do? So we'll write a further functionality, tool calling and all. I will come later on. Basically, how we can write a tool functionality and all. So after writing this entire graph, I will come to that. Okay. So what I'm doing, guys, at the first place, I'm going to be initiate my graph builder. So inside the graph builder, there would be so many things. Okay. So let me do one thing. At the first place, guys, what I'm doing, I'm going to be define my state graph. Okay. So this state graph, I'm going to be create inside this build graph. So here is my state graph. I'll be taking this state graph. If you're not aware about this line graph and all, you can check out with the crash course which we have recently published on the Chris Sir YouTube channel. Okay, so it is a like Chris, it is a crash course which was recorded by the Chris Sir itself, and you can simply check out in the video section. So first, what I will do, guys, I'll simply take this state graph and let me paste it over here. Now to this state graph, I'm going to be pass this message state. Okay. We are going to be pass input to each and every node through this message state only. If you are not aware about it, it comes in the LangGraph basics. Okay, you can check it out there. So this particular object, the name of this object is going to be graph underscore builder. Okay, so I have a object graph builder. Now what I will do, guys, so here I'm going to be create my nodes and edges. Okay, so guys, if I can show you the nodes and edges, so how that those nodes and edges looks like. So see, guys, what we have a graph builder, and using this graph builder we are going to be create a certain nodes and edges. Okay, so let me do one thing. Let me keep this edge over here, this, and see, at the first place what we have a agent function, or my supervisor function, anything you can say to this one. Now what it will do, it will take a decision that which tool we need to be called. Okay, so I have simply two node. First is a, as I told you, this project actually it's a react flow. Okay, it's a reasoning and action flow, which is a very common flow in the agent, where we have one LLM and the multiple tools. Okay, so what we are doing, so here guys we have a node, and then we have a this is also my one of the node. So in this node, I have a function. The function name is called self agent. See, I already created this function over here. Then the second function is what? The second node is what? Which is my tools. So I will be creating my tools also, and this tools basically it will be available over here. Okay. So the complete tool list I will show you in some time. How to like create a tool list and all, everything will be coming over here. Okay, so see, weather tools, place search tool, calculator tools, currency converter tools, and all, everything will be placed over here, right? Now guys, what will happen, so after taking this graph, see, inside the graph what we have a edge. So start to agent, then agent is passing the cursor to the tool condition, right? And it's trying to check whether I need to call a tool or I need to stop the process. And here is one more edge, so tool to agent again means it is working in a loop, and then one more edge basically, so agent to end. Okay, so this is my edges and this is my nodes. So what I can do, guys, I can explain you this entire flow, how this is happening. So give me a second. Let me open my Blackboard. Okay. So if you want to understand this tool calling workflow, so for understanding this tool calling workflow, let me design one diagram. So let's assume, guys, what we have. We have one function. Okay. Now in the LangGraph, guys, if we're talking about the LangGraph, so in the LangGraph, this node is nothing. This node is representing to the function. Okay, so every function, guys, is called a node, right? So here I have one function. That function name is agent function, agentic function. Now inside this agentic function I'll be writing some functionality. Okay, now based on this functionality, based on this, see, generally what I would be having in the functionality, there would be a prompt. Okay, instruction only. So in short, I can say I have a certain instruction which I am passing to my LLM. Okay, now this instruction basically it is being passed to the LLM. So you can think this agentic function, it's nothing, it is acting as a brain of my system. Okay, now to this brain I am passing the input. So the input would be passed to this brain, right? Then what will happen based on their certain instruction? Okay, what will do, this agentic function will make a decision. So decision wise it will decide where it needs to go. So it is having two options, two choice. First, it's going to be end the process with the basic answer. Okay, it's going to be end the process with the basic answer, or else the second option is the option where we have several tools, right? So where what we have a several tools. Now in my case, guys, how many tools we have? In my case I have multiple tools. right? Which is checking with the weather, which is checking with the basic places, currency, currency converter, okay, currency converter and all. So these are all the tools, right? So let's say if the question is coming, the input is coming, the input is normal one. Let's say hi, hello. So in this case, this agentic function will take a decision. Okay, I no need to call any specific tool for this normal hi hello. This tool calling is not required. I'll simply generate an answer response. Okay, and I will end the process. But guys, let's say if I'm going to ask a specific question, my question is, uh, can you tell me? Can you plan? Can you plan 5 days trip to, let's say, Goa? Okay, now this question basically it will check this question. This LLM will look into the question. This instruction have been given in such a way that this question will be treated sorry, this question will be treated as a question where certain tool calling will be required. Okay, so it will come to this tool calling. Now it will come over here, it will fetch out the specific tool. So it will check out, okay, 5 days trip to Goa. So first it will check the weather, then it will check the places, currency and all. So this entire thing is working in a loop. Okay, so this entire thing is working in a loop. Means first this agentic function will pass cursor to the tool. Okay, then this tool will pass a response to the agentic function. Then agentic function again will do the reasoning. Okay, again will do the reasoning, and it will check, okay, so something is remaining. Then again it will come to the tool calling and it will check the appropriate tool, it will call that. Then again this back and forth is going on until and unless we are not able to get our final answer. Okay, once this LLM will satisfy, okay, then only it's going to be generate the final response, right? Until unless this entire loop is working. Okay, from agentic function to tool, from tool to agentic function, this entire loop is working. Now this particular system is called the React system. It is not that React the front end React. This React actually it belong to the reasoning and action. One specific research paper have been published on top of this uh, basically concept. You can check out with the Google. Okay, reasoning and action. Reasoning is representing to the LLM over here, and this action is representing to the tool calling. So this is a fundamental of any agents. So you can say this is representing to my single agent. Now this entire workflow I can create into the multiple agent as well. Means whatever tool is there, right? I can host this tool service as a separate agent. That is also possible. Okay. So I hope you understood the entire flow. Now this input and output, whatever input and output is flowing between one node. Let's say this is my node 1. Here is my node 2. This one. Okay, now whatever input and output is flowing between this node, right? So it is flowing in the form of state. Okay, now this state is nothing, it is a list of messages. I'm having one key. The key name is what? Message. And we have a list. Now inside this list there will be a multiple messages will be appended. Now whatever message I need to pick at whatever node, I can pick that. I can pass to my LLM and we can get an appropriate answer. Okay, I hope guys you understood this entire flow. Is it clear guys? Tell me yes or no. So what I explain you here, I explained the complete agentic flow, the React flow. Okay, so this is a fundamental work of any agent. If you are going to design any agent, so you are going to be like what you are going to be do guys, you are going to be, yeah, you are going to be like implement this architecture only. If it is clear, you can give me quick thumbs up so that I can proceed. Clear, guys? Yes or no? Please tell me. Okay, perfect. So, what I believe, I hope this is clear. Now, what we'll do, we'll create a graph over here. Okay, so we'll compile it. Let me compile this entire thing. So, for compiling, guys, see here is a compile method. Now, what I will do, I will return the graph. Okay, now what I will do, guys, see from this call also I can see from this call underscore call I can basically call this build graph, and what I will be getting, I'll be getting my graph itself over here. I hope, guys, this thing is also clear to all of you, right? It is very easy to understand. Now what we have to do, we have to be like append the certain call. Okay, the tool call. And here is what, here is my agent function. Now what this agent function will do, it will make a decision. Okay, so let me show you the functionality, that what functionality I need to keep with respect to this agent function. So here the functionality is going to be let me write the functionality. So here is what, here is my like doc string, which is just what it is doing, guys. This doc string is nothing, it is just a description of the function. Okay, then what we have a state message. Okay, from the state itself we are going to be capture the message. Now the type of the state, if we're talking about the type of the state, it is going to be a message state. Okay, so here what I have a state which is a message state. Now what I will do, from this one only I'm going to be take a user question. And now, guys, see here is what, here is my self dot system prompt. Okay, now what this self dot system prompt will do, like it is going to be take a prompt, the system prompt, which we are going to be define inside our prompt library. So let me create one more variable over here, and here itself I'll be keeping my system prompt. Okay, this one. I hope this is clear. So see from where the system prompt will come, from here only the system prompt will come. Now let me align the indentation. Maybe here is a issue with the indentation only. So yeah, now it is perfect, guys. So see, system prompt is there, and here is what, here is my user question. So what I will get, I will be getting my input question. Now this input question I'm passing to the LLM with tool. Okay, so what I will be getting, I'll be getting my response, and this particular response I'm going to be written from here. Okay, from where, from this particular function. I hope, guys, it is clear. Now what I will do, see couple of more thing I have to define over here inside this init. So later all we'll do it. Now one more thing is there, that is system prompt. Now let me do one thing, let me open my prompt library. Now inside this one I will have to define my prompt. Okay, so let me do one thing, let me create my system prompt also, like how my system prompt look like, let me show you that as well. So see, this is my prompt, means I'm giving a message, means I'm giving an instruction to my LLM. This is a common instruction to my LLM, you can read it out, I can uh, just read for you. So I'm saying you are a helpful AI travel agent and expense planner. So provide a complete comprehensive detail related to the traveling plan. Now here complete day-to-day itinerary, recommend hotels and boarding, places of attraction. Okay, recommend restaurant with price around places. So all the detail we are appending over here, whatever we want to be asked to the LLM. Okay, so this is going to be my common question, sorry, common prompt for all the question, right? And based on, see this prompt, this particular system prompt, and what my question will be appended over here, this one user question and my system prompt, and then it will become my input question. And here is what, here I have this self.llm with tools. Okay, now based on this particular function only, it is going to be called, it is going to be choose the appropriate tool. That's it, guys. Okay, so this is a simple agent function. So I have this agent function as a like the brain, then we have a tool node, so later on we'll define this tool and all. And then we have a certain edges. So here you can see the graph edge, sorry, add edge. We are going to be start, and we are passing the input to the agent, then from agent to the tool condition. Okay, then here tools to agent, mean it is creating a loop again. And this is the last one, agent to end. So if agent is done with their final output, then we will be ending the process. Okay, as simple as that. I hope this complete agentic flow is clear. Now what I'm doing, guys, so here I'm going to be add the necessary changes, then I'm going to be comment it, just a second, sorry, commit it, and then I'm going to be push it, guys. So here let me push it. So this entire changes will be reflected inside your inside the GitHub. Okay, now directly you can pull it from there. I hope guys it is clear. Guys, if it is clear, you can let me know. I can write a further functionality. And please check out the code in the GitHub itself. I have updated the code inside the GitHub. Okay. So every sort of a changes, whatever I have made so far, I hope it is clear. And tool calling is there. So this is going to be a comprehensive functionality. First of all, let me create the complete escalator. Then I will come to this tool calling and the other calculation like utils related to this tool and all. Okay. So how's the session, guys? You understood everything, whatever I have explained you related to this project and the workflow and all. Yes or no? I just want to know from your end, whoever is watching this session and implementing along with me. Yeah, revision would be required. So for sure, you will have to revise it. Okay, perfect. I hope guys this is clear now. Let's do one thing. Let's write a further functionality. So guys, see, we have created our graph builder and all everything now. So from where this graph builder is going to be called? Okay, so we'll have to create an endpoint for this entire one, this entire functionality. So as of now, we have created our LangGraph workflow, and with that LangGraph workflow, certain nodes and edges are associated, and this is the complete diagram of it. Okay, how the entire thing is working. So now what I'm doing, I'm going to be open my main.py and app.py. Okay, so let me do one thing. Let me write a code inside this main.py and this app.py. Okay, so first, guys, I'm going to be write in a main.py. In a main.py itself, I'm going to be create my endpoint. So for creating an endpoint, guys, see, let me let me import the fast API at the first place. So here I'm going to be write from fast API import fast API. Okay. Now what I will do, so here I will write fast API and see this is my app. Okay. Now, guys, what I will do, see, here is my app, and I will write here app post. Okay, so I will be creating my URL. Now, under this URL, see, this URL will be taking a query. Means whenever I will be taking a query, so this particular endpoint is going to be hit, and inside this endpoint only, I am going to be pass what? Sorry, I am going to be create one function first of all. So my function is going to be, see, here I am going to be create asynchronous function. So here I will be taking a query. Okay, from where? From the user end. So this query will come over here. Let me show you. And the type of the query is going to be string, right? So I will be creating a pydantic object also, and the pydantic class, and the pydantic class name is going to be query request. So here is what? Here is my class query request, and then here is my base model. Okay, I'm going to be sorry I'm going to be load the base model over here. So first of all, we'll have to be imported. And now guys, see, this is the complete functionality, means how the query will look like. The type of the query is going to be a string only. Okay, so this will come from where? This will come from the pydantic only. I hope this is clear, guys. So fast API is there, then base model, okay, then query string, and then this function will be this route will be this route will be responsible for calling this function, and inside this function, I would be having what? I would be having my graph builder. Okay, So let me show you how the graph builder and the complete functionality will look like. It is very easy to understand, and we can easily understand our routing process as well. Okay. So see here what we have a graph builder which we have already created inside this agentic workflow. So first we'll import this graph builder, right? So for importing this graph builder, I will have to write over here. Let me write from agent dot agentic workflow import graph builder. Okay, now guys, one more thing, see over here we have this graph builder which we are able to import from this agentic flow itself, right? Now what I will do, so after this one, so this query guys is going to be a post query, it is not a get query. Okay, so we'll post something na, through our form, and then it will come to the server, the backend code, and then based on that calculation and all everything, it is going to be generate the final response. Okay, so this is what, this is my end url post, this would be my post query. Okay, which I'm going to be post from the front end, either it could be a html page or it could be any streamlit page. Okay, now over here guys, see, we have this app dot post, and here is my query. Now it is going to be hit this specific function. Then what we'll do, we are going to be call this graph builder. Okay, now this graph builder, see this is the object actually of this graph builder class, and here we are providing a model provider. So we'll have to be capture the model provider over there, and based on that only we are going to be take our final model. Then what I'm doing here, I'm going to be call my graph object as a function, so that I will be getting my app react app. Okay, so this line is not required because already we have defined the underscore call. So here you can see, if you will check with the agentic workflow dot py, so what we have created, we have defined this underscore call underscore. Okay, so self dot build graph, so automatically this function is being called over here, and it's going to be written to me the build graph. Okay, this graph only. Now what I have done, so if you will check with this app.py, okay, so after getting this react graph, so here I'm going to be save it, means the graph. Okay, whatever graph will be created, it is going to be saved automatically. Now after this one guys, what will happen, so let me show you the further functionality also. So import os, so here what will happen guys, so see we are going to be save the graph. Okay, we are going to be write a graph. Then here what I'm doing, I'm just going to be print the statement over the console itself. Now this is my final message, final output. Okay, which we are going to be invoke using this graph. So I'm getting my graph, I'm going to be save this graph, the architecture of it as a image. Then here I'm going to be invoke it, whatever message I'm getting with that particular message. Okay, and here I'm going to be validated with the pydantic. Now I'm checking if the instance is a dictionary, then in that case we are going to be generate a final output like this from the state. Okay, otherwise I'm going to be written as a simple output. That's it. This is just a fallback condition if it is not coming as a list of it, if it is not coming as a typical state. Okay, but every time it will be coming as a state, so it will be going inside this if block. Now over here guys, we are going to be return this answer, the final output, and this is my exception block. We can write a custom exception. We will define that later on, logger in the custom exception, and we'll keep it inside our code. Okay, wherever we have to keep, I'll show you that part. So I hope guys this thing is also clear. So let me explain you the flow first of all. What we have done, we have created this our endpoint. Now this endpoint basically it is calling to this graph builder. Okay, now this graph builder is nothing, it is my entire workflow, the LangGraph workflow. Now this LangGraph workflow is required couple of things like configuration, system prompting, and the tool and all everything. So what we have done as of now, we just have defined this configuration. Okay, we have created our prompt over here. Now apart from this, you can see in the util itself we have this model loader, so we have defined our model loader class for loading the model. Now one thing is remaining, and the last part is what, the last part basically is going to be a tool calling. Okay, so whatever tools are there, I have to define those specific tool, and I'll show you like how to write those tools functionality and all, because those tools only is going to be fetch a data in a real time guys. So tell me guys, is it clear or not? Tool calling functionality we haven't defined, right? So we'll be defining in some time. But tell me, is this clear or not? This entire flow is clear. Let me do one thing. Let me create one more file over here that will represent to the UI. Okay, I can write a code inside this main.py for the Streamlit. In the app.py, I just written my endpoint using the fast API. In main.py, I can write the Streamlit. Okay, or if possible, I can show you the entire UI with the HTML and CSS also. So first, let me do one thing. Let me take a pause because I explained so many things. So first, I'm going to be add the file. Then I'm going to be commit it. So just a second. Let me commit. And here I'm going to push these changes. So guys, I'm pushing the changes to the GitHub. You can directly pull from there. Okay, this entire one. So now tell me guys, how many of you are able to like understand this entire flow and you are aligned with this entire process? If you have any sort of a doubt, anything, you can let me know in the chat. Yes or no? If it is clear, guys, you can give me quick thumbs up so that I can explain you the further part of it. Okay, we can look into the tool calling, tool coding, and all how to code this tool, and then we can execute it, or else tomorrow we can execute, and basically we can look into the deployment as well, how to deploy this entire project. Okay. Any doubt, anything, guys? I'm just waiting, and until you can look into the code, it is there over the GitHub. I pushed it to the GitHub. Okay, so let me refresh it and let me show you the latest commit. So here is a commit, guys. See, it's code updated for loading the model. Okay, so okay, I commit with the same message. This is my bad, but yeah, but I can write an appropriate message next time. So you can check with the main dot sorry app.py. So here is the app.py, this one, and here is the main dot. So in the main.py we don't have anything. You can okay, not this one, guys, just a second. Let me open my repository. Yeah, this one. Coding happened so fast, yes. So in end-to-end project will have to be maintained the pace. That's why like I'm giving you the project simultaneously so that quickly you can check and later on you can implement that. Otherwise we'll be coding it for next 3 to 4 hours. Okay, so till 12 o'clock we'll be coding all together. So that is also possible. We'll keep that kind of session where we'll code the entire project within a single session. 4 to 5 hours will take for one single project. Okay. Okay, let me explain you the flow again. So whoever didn't get it, you will understand. So first, guys, what is happening? See, uh, we'll start from this agentic flow. Okay, let's go step by step before starting with any other thing. So inside this agentic workflow, we have the class. The class name is what? The class name is this graph builder. So what will happen, guys? This graph builder is having three function in it. It's a by default, then agent function, okay, and then this is a build graph, okay. Now one more thing, guys. Yesterday when we have initiated this project, we have given you some prerequisite also. So those prerequisites should be clear, okay. Those prerequisite is required. So here is a build graph. Now what this build graph will do? So it is going to be initiate the graph. It's going to be add the node. This node is nothing. It is a function, okay. So here is a function, and the second function is going to be this. Sorry, second node is going to be a tool node. So later on, we'll define this tool node and all. Now here, what I have a edges. Okay, so edges is what? Edges is a connectivity. So if you want to understand this entire graph, guys, so here I have explained you this entire process, like what is happening. Okay, what is the agent, React agent, agent function, tool calling, and all. Everything is there in the single image. Okay, later on you can revise. Then what will happen, guys? See this graph basically. So for sure it will be required what? This agent function will be required what? LLM. Now from where this LLM will come? So this LLM will come from this model loader. Okay, I'll be taking the LLM from here, from the model loader, and inside the model loader, inside the utils, I already created this load LLM. Okay, this one. Along with that, certain other thing is there like configuration loading and all. We are going to be load the configuration, and we have written every code in a modular fashion over here, right? Now, after loading the LLM, what we'll do, we're gonna pass it where. So after loading this LLM, we're gonna pass it to the uh, this one, to this agent function, and we are going to be bind a tool. And after binding a tool with the LLM, okay, LLM with tools, I have to define this functionality, this LLM by tool. I'll be defining it over here. Then after that, I'm going to be invoke it, and then I'm passing my question. Okay, now this input question is nothing, it is a collection of the question as well as the system prompt, right? And then whatever is being generated, I'm going to be return that. Okay, as I state. Now this particular thing will be either go in the tool, or it's going to be end the process if it is a normal or the basic question. Or if it is going in the tool, then it is going to be generate a final answer with the tool calling, and then only it's going to be end the process. Okay, it's a very simple flow, so very simple function. Now for this entire graph builder, what we have done, if you will go and check with this app.py, we have created an endpoint. Okay, this is my endpoint, fast API endpoint. So I created an object for the fast API. Here is my class for validating the query, whatever query will come. And here is what the query, this graph builder object will be created. Then we are going to be call this graph builder as a function. Okay, this one, this is my object. Okay, if I'm going to be call this object now as a function, so automatically this function will be called. Which function, guys? This call function, underscore underscore call, and it's going to be written this build graph. Okay, as simple as that. Then what will happen? So after this one, guys, see, so here is what, here is my graph which is going to be saved. Now I will be getting my query from my state. I'm invoking it, and I'm checking with the output. So whatever final output is there, I'm going to be written that particular final output. Okay, so this is the entire endpoint, guys. Very simple endpoint. Now let's do one thing. So let's try to write a code for the UI as well. Okay, so I'm going to be remove it, and I'm going to be write a code for the UI. As of now, I'm going to be define inside where, inside the uh, Streamlit. So the entire UI functionality and all. So let me do one thing, guys. Here I can do one thing. Uh, this app, okay, this entire code now I can move to the main, this endpoint, and in the app, guys, I can write the UI. Okay, so I can change the name of it. The name of this file is going to be Streamlit underscore app. Okay, as simple as that, so that easily you can identify it. I hope this is clear. So for the Streamlit, again, we'll have to import the Streamlit only, Streamlit as st. Now a couple of more things will be required over here. So first import datetime, then here is import request. Okay, that's it, guys. This three module will be required. Now what I will do, guys, one more thing I'm going to be right over here. The next thing is going to be sys, okay, which is a system. Now what is my base URL? When I'm going to be like expose this functionality as a API, then base URL is going to be this one. Let me paste the base URL. Here is the base URL, guys, this one. Okay, this is the base URL. Now this base URL is going to be hit on top of this port, this 8000 port. Okay, then what I will do, I'll be writing a functionality, the Streamlit functionality. So the first thing is going to be set configuration. Okay, so st dot set page underscore page underscore configuration. Okay, now guys, over here in this page configuration, I'll be writing couple of things so that I will show you in some time. This one, so let me remove this, and here is this one. I hope this is clear. Now what I will do, guys, I will be writing the title. So my title would be there. Okay, now after the title, guys, I'll be checking the message. So if there's a message, right? So okay, along with the message, guys, one more thing, sorry, along with the title, one more thing I can mention over here, that is going to be my header. Okay, so this all the thing directly I can write using the Streamlit only. Now I'm going to be check the message. So here also we can maintain the state, okay, similar to the lang graph, so that it can recall the previous memory, okay, of the conversation. So this is what here I have the session st dot, sorry, Streamlit dot session state. So from here only, I'm going to be check the message. If it is not there, I'm going to be initialize as empty. Otherwise, we are going to be proceed ahead, right? So every sort of a message and all, I'm going to be captured in the list in the form of list. Okay, the entire conversation history. So configuration is there, title is there. Here we are going to be initiate the state, and here is my header. Now couple of more functionality will be there. So here I'm going to be write with st dot form. Okay, so form, and here guys, this form is nothing. Here I'm going to be write the pass. Okay, so I'll be writing the functionality inside this one. In some time I will be doing that. Okay, so first of all, let me create a complete skeleton, right? How the entire thing will look like. Now here I'm going to be write one if condition. So my if condition is if there is a submit button. Okay, so I'll be defining the submit button, submit underscore button, right? And along with the submit button, butn, and there will be a user input. So both things should be there, underscore user input, right? So in both cases, what we are going to do, we are going to be like call this particular logic. Okay, so whatever logic would be there, I'll be calling that particular logic under this if condition. So this logic again, I'll be showing you. Now here guys, we would be having this submit button. Okay, this two variable would be there inside the form. Via form only we are going to be take it. So first is going to be submit button, and second is going to be what, user input. Okay, so this both thing will be coming over here, this user input and the submit button. Okay, let me keep as a empty as of now. So here is the empty one. Now see guys what we have. So let's try to track the skeleton, the complete skeleton. So first we have a base url. Okay, then we have a configuration, then we have a title. After that guys, you can see I'm going to be manage the state. Okay, we can check that st.session state. Then we have a header, then we have a form. In the form guys, we have two things. First is a user input, second is a submit button. Now I'm going to be check if both is available, submit button and the user input. In that case only we are going to be write a further functionality. Okay, so I hope guys this skeleton is clear, right? So what is there in the streamlit page and how it looks like. So we have this see, let me again give you the trace back of it. So first we have a agent. Okay, this graph builder, this agent, basically we have exposed it as a API. This is my API, and now to access this API guys, we have one UI, and this UI is nothing, it is my streamlit app. Okay, it could be a HTML page as well. So later on we can migrate to the HTML page, which we can like the entire UI functional UI UX we can create using the TypeScript and the React and all everything, right? We can use a JavaScript over there if that is also possible. Now what I will do guys, see here I'm going to be write a further functionality. So let me define, let me show you how this entire page looks like. Okay, just look into the skeleton of it, and I hope this is clear. So let me paste the entire functionality. So this is the entire functionality guys. See, here is the configuration, means my page title. Here is my page icon. Okay, just to make little beautiful and all, I just copied it from the internet. This icon and all everything. Then here is a layout. Okay, and initialize sidebar. So this is the basic configuration of the page. Then here's the title, you can keep any title. Then this is the state, it is same. Now here is a header guys. Okay, now this is my form. So this form, what it is doing, is going to be, it is having two things. First is a user input, which is taking in the text feed. Okay, and this is the placeholder value, this one, just a message, by default message, which will be shown. Now here is my submit button, this one, right? Now here I have written if submit button and the user question both is there, in that case we are going to be write everything in this spinner. So we'll get a payload, means my user input. Here we are going to be requested, okay, to this particular URL. There's a post request. Now this particular URL will come where, at this main.py over here, and it's going to be called this graph builder and all. So whatever we are going to be written from here, the output, it will again come to this one, this response. Okay, now we are checking if this response code is 200. You know the HTTP codes and all, right? 200, 404 and 500, the different codes, right? So if this response code is a 200, in that case what we are doing, we are going to be collect this answer, and finally we are showcasing as a output, okay, over the UI itself. I hope guys this entire functionality is clear. So this is my complete Streamlit UI. Okay, So this is what, guys, this is my complete Streamlit UI. Now what I will do, I am going to be like commit it first. So let me add it. And here, guys, what I'm doing, I'm going to be commit. Let me write a comment. So my comment is going to be, sorry, my commit comment is going to be created endpoint with front end with Streamlit front end. Okay. So now let me push it. So here is a push. So guys, I have added the code, I have committed a code, and here I have pushed the changes. So I'm taking a pause, and then meanwhile, what I can do, I can show you this UI, how it looks like. Okay. So here for running this UI, there is a command Streamlit run and Streamlit run, and here I can write Streamlit run streamlit underscore app dot py. Okay, this is a simple command which I need to execute, guys. So let me check whether it is working or not. So stream streamlit app dot py. So here I think spelling is not correct. stream streamlit. Now it is perfect, right? Let's see. So streamlit run streamlit app.py. I will get the end URL. Let it run, guys. First time it will take time, but next time it won't take time. Okay. Yeah. So it is running perfectly, and see. So this is my UI, guys. So this is the header. Here is a detail, and this is the user input, and then I can send it, and I can basically talk with my model. Okay. And I can create a same front end with the HTML also. So maybe tomorrow I can give you that code, or else you can take it as a task. You can create use this HTML CSS for creating a UI. So I hope, guys, this is clear. So now you can execute it and you can check. So as of now, if I will run it now, it will show me error. So let's say if I'm going to write anything, let's say a trip for plan a trip to Goa for 5 days. Okay. So if I'm going to ask this question to the, because there are so many things which we need to write, now we'll look into the main functionality of it, that is going to be a tool calling and all. So see, there is an error as of now. We have to be create a complete functionality, guys, because as of now we haven't executed this file, this one also now, our endpoint, right? So this also should be called main.py. Okay. Until and unless we won't be calling this main.py now, means we are not running our server. See, it will generate an exception. So is it clear, guys? Did you understand this entire flow? Uh, if you understood, you can give me quick thumbs up, guys. I can write a further functionality over here. Okay. See, our thought process should be clear while we are going to create a project. And today, in today's world, we know AI is helping us a lot, right? For writing a code, for creating a project. But guys, until and unless we don't have a vision, we don't have a thought process, and we don't know how to do this thing, then how even we can ask to the chat GPT or to any other copilot for writing a code. Okay. So that's why, guys, that's the main aim to conduct this kind of session and to share a knowledge. Okay. Because see, I'm also uh, like working, and along with that, I'm sharing a knowledge to the community, so that you can take this valuable project guidance, and then on top of it you can work, right? That is a main aim. uh, and yeah, I hope you got it, you understood, and even like you will be able to follow after the session. Okay, because step by step I'm explaining everything. If you have any doubt, you can ask me right now. Later on, you can mention in the comment section. Got it? Yeah. We can take one more session to showcase you the deployment. I'll show you the quick CI/CD deployment. Okay, We can deploy it with any we can create a Docker of it, and we can deploy it to the AWS or Azure anywhere, right? So maybe tomorrow I can show you that. Okay, guys. So I hope everything is clear. I shared the code and all everything with you. Now let's do one thing. Let's try to write a further and the complicated functionality, which is going to be a tool calling. Now, how to execute this one, this app.py? Let me show you that as well. So first of all, guys, you will have to activate your environment. You don't require this PowerShell. You can open the command prompt itself. Now, over the command prompt, just do one thing, activate this environment. Now, guys, see, there is one more thing. Whenever you are going to be add, you are going to be execute the command ub add. Okay. So this by default environment will be created, this .venv. So if you can delete this one, you can delete, otherwise keep it as it is. But yeah, there is two environments. See, env is there and this venv is there. So this is my environment, this env. So better, guys, for the confusion, right? There, see, if you're going to be execute the UBI, then only it will be created. So just delete it, delete this particular environment, because we're going to use this env only. Okay. Now here you can activate it. So just go with the script, copy this path, and after that just keep it over here, and then that's done. This is done. So guys, here is what, here is my env. Okay. Now what I can do, I can write a command. The command is going to be ubcon. Okay. So ubcon main colon app, right? Then I will be writing my host. So I'm going to be hosted to the where, to my local itself. As of now it is my local, right? So for local server you can write this 0.0.0.0. Okay. Then you can mention the port, and guys, please like cross check whatever port you are going to be mentioned over here, you have to write a same port here. So my port is going to be 8000. Okay. And you can write one more thing over here, you can write one more thing over here, you can write this reload. So whenever you are going to make any changes, so on the fly these changes is going to be captured. Okay. With this particular parameter. Now if you are going to be executed, so if you have a fast API inside your virtual environment, it will give you the endpoint. Now whenever you are hitting from the UI, right? So whenever you are asking anything from the UI, so this endpoint is going to be execute, this endpoint, this localhost endpoint. And yes, so after that your functionality will be executed. Okay. So where is a functionality? So here is a functionality, guys. Give me a moment, let me open it. This one, guys, this function and functionality. First this class, the object would be created, then you will get a graph, then here you are just going to be invoke it. That's it, guys. So guys, can we go ahead, please? Give me a quick confirmation so that we can proceed. Okay, so we'll take a quick look into the tools. We'll try to complete that, and then we'll end this session. So tomorrow we can look into the further part of it. So first thing, the very first thing, guys, what I'm doing here, I'm going to be write a couple of more things inside this init. Okay, because this is my main class which is initiating everything. So here itself, I'm going to be write couple of more thing. Let me show you that part. So see, guys, this is the complete functionality. Okay, this one. So in this functionality, see what we have, guys. If you will check, so first we are going to be load a model. Okay, this one. Then, guys, after loading up, see, this is the object of the model loader class. Okay, and here I will be passing my model provider. Now from here this model provider will come. This model provider will come from the, from where, from the while we are creating an object of it, at that time we are passing. So let me mention one variable over here. The variable is going to be what? Model provider. Okay, so here is my model provider, that is going to be grok. Means I can keep a by default value. So the, if we are not passing anything, that this will be the by default value. You can skip that, means you cannot we pass anything, then automatically it will take a by default value from here. Okay. Now after this one, guys, what will happen? See, my model will be load, and now I will be capturing my all the tools. So whatever tool I have defined over here, this one. So this all the tools will be captured now. Okay. So let me like uncomment all the lines, all the import statement. See, guys. So we have a weather info tool, place a search tool, calculate tool, and there is a currency converter tool. Okay. Now here we have a tool. So this is my all the tools, right? So this is the tool, expense calculator tool. I can rename it. I rename it later on so that you can get a better understanding of the naming convention and all. So expense underscore tool. Okay. I hope this is fine. So guys, see what we have. We have a weather info tool. We have a place search tool. We have a expense calculator tool, and then we have a currency converter tool. Okay, this all the four tools. Now what I'm doing here, if you will check, so we are going to be collect all the tools inside this list, inside this particular list. Okay. Now here is my object. So first object, second object, third object, and then here is a fourth object, right? Now what I'm doing, guys, I'm going to be create a list of the tool. So this is the command self.tool.extend, and using this one we are going to be take a complete list. Okay, list of the tool. Now what is this, how we are doing it, I'll show you that part. Now after this one, guys, the thing is going to be very easy. We are going to be bind it to the LLM. Here graph is none initially, but later on it will be initialized. Okay. And then here is my system prompt. So see, this is the complete tool, guys, the tool basically which we'll be getting. Now what we have to do, we have to initialize all these classes, this one, weather info, place search, calculator, currency converter, and all. I hope, guys, you understood everything till here. The DAO means the tool calling means how we are going to be initiate a tool calling with the classes and all. I hope it is clear. So let's do one thing. Let's write a further functionality. Okay. So the functionality wise, guys, step by step, I'm going to be coded. So again, this is going to be little complex. So first, what I will do, guys, I'll show you with one of the tool. So this weather info tool. Okay, how it looks like, how we can code it. So for this one, guys, see, I'm going to be import couple of statements. So first is a OS. Okay. Then there is a next one which is going to be typing. So from typing, there is a list. Okay, I'm going to be import what this list also, list. Okay, then guys, there is a next one. So dot env for loading the environment variable. From dot env import load.env. Okay, this one. Now what is there? So guys, OS is there, any type date list is there. Okay, now one more thing would be there. Again, guys, this thing will come later on. Means here what I did, I segregated one more at one more level. So whatever tool calling logic is there, I will be keeping it inside the utils. Okay, so this class is managing the entire logic of the tool calling, this regarding this weather tool. So as of now, I'm going to be comment it. Let me check any more thing is required. Now one more thing, guys, the one more thing is what tool. Okay, so this tool basically it is from where, it is from the langchain itself. So guys, we have a multiple ways of creating a tool in langchain. So I kept couple of I can share this entire notebook with you. Let me show you this tool calling, how we can basically create a tool in the langchain itself. Okay, it is not there. I think it is in my different notebook. Okay, just a second. Let me create a notebook over here. This is the experiments.ipynb, and here I can check it, guys. So in a different way, actually, we can create a tool. Okay, so let me show you what all ways we have. The very common way is a decorator. We can simply use the decorator for creating a tool. But apart from the decorator, we have couple of more things. Okay, so first I'm going to be install the kernel. Just a second, guys. So here is my command prompt. Then we have what I have to be activate the environment. So activate wait dot copy path. That's done. Now here I can write ub pip install ipy kernel. So see, guys, my kernel is getting downloaded. This .env is a different. uh, this .dnv actually it is having all the environment keys, means the API keys. Okay. So guys, see my IPYNB kernel is downloaded within a second. I no need to wait even for the second. Uh, Now what I can do, just a second, let me close all the one, and here is my experiment.ipynb. So I can check out with this with this print statement now, and I hope so it will be working. If it is not working, I can simply restart the kernel. So restart the kernel and then execute it again. See guys, so my Jupyter notebook is working, and here I can show you the different way of creating a tool. So the first way is a simple tool decorator. So what I'm doing, I'm going to be load the environment variable. So from .env import load environment variable. Okay. Now here I'm going to be import this chat grok to check out with the model that model is working fine or not. This is also very much important. And here what I will do guys, I will be passing my model name. So here is going to be my model. So guys, I'm going to use this DeepSeek model. Let me copy and paste. See, this is my model. Okay. Now what I can do, I can simply check out this model llm.invoke, and it is working fine. I hope so. So it is saying LLM is not defined. So first of all, chat grok, then LLM, and then this one. So see guys, my model is working fine. I don't think so. It is showing connection error. So why there is a connection error? Okay, guys, why there is a connection error? Because inside the .env, I haven't kept the grok key. Okay, so first of all, what I will have to do, I will have to write the grok key over there, because it is using this grok key only now. So let me do one thing. Let me mention the grok key. I already have a key. Let me copy and paste this one. Okay, now what I will do, guys, see after this one, let me restart the kernel. Let me execute it one more time. So print, okay, this is fine, this is fine, this is fine, and this is fine now. Okay, so it is saying what it is saying, guys. uh, the API key client must be either passing API key or grok API key. So I kept the grok API key. Okay, sorry, spelling is wrong. Sorry, my bad guys. I think now it is perfect. So again I can check with the restart kernel. So this is fine. Perfect. Okay, this is fine. Okay, great. Now I think my model is working. Yeah guys, so see my model is working and it is able to generate the output. Okay, so guys, now what I will do, see, so I can show you the tool part of like how we can create a tool in the LangChain. So we have a multiple ways of it. The very simple way of creating a tool, you can use the tool decorator, right? Let's say how I can show you that. I can show you just a second. This one, guys, see. So what I have done, I simply use the tool decorator from the LangChain, and I'm able to create a tool. Okay, this one. So this is the easiest way. What you will get, you will be getting the tool, the struct tool, right? So if I'm going to be running now, if you will check with the multiply, so this is going to be your tool. Okay, by default you will get a struct tool using this tool decorator. But guys, you want a little more authority on your tool, right? If you want little more authority on your tool, so what you can do, you can create struct tool directly. Okay, let me show you how you can do that. The struct tool, uh, I have kept that particular class. See, uh, this struct tool, you will have to be like import from the LangChain itself. Okay, so LangChain provide you this struct tool, this one. Okay, now guys, this struct tool, see what you will do, you will call this struct tool dot from function. Okay, this from function, this one. Right now here, see, this function is going to be your main function. See, this function could be anything. As of now, I written this get weather. Now this could be anything. Let's say this function, I'm going to be create one function, one custom function over here. My function name is going to be def get weather. Okay, So here what I can do, I can pass my city and all, and see this is my function. This is my normal function. So using this function, what you can do, you can create a tool, a struct tool from function, and see this is your tool. This is your function. Sorry, this is your tool, guys. Okay. So inside the tool itself, you have written this get weather. Now here is what argument schema. You can write some validation also. So this validation, guys, this validation actually it's a class. This weather input. So let's say this is going to be a Pydantic class. So here I can define the Pydantic class. So let me write over here this class, and this is going to be what? This is going to be your Pydantic class. So base underscore model, sorry, base model, and see this will be your class. So city, and what you are going to do, you are going to be like validate the city name, whether it would be str or not, using this weather input with this particular class. So this is one of the way of creating a tool. Okay, so either you can create a tool with this particular decorator, or else if you want little more authority, little more validation and all, so you can do in such a way also. Means you can directly check with this tool struct tool class, struct tool dot from function. You can pass your function name, description, and even you can give the Pydantic object as a validation one, Pydantic class as a validation one. Okay, so now guys, see this is the comment which I mentioned. So this is the class, guys. I hope you are able to understand. Now what I will do, see, I will show you one more way of creating this class, right? So there is one more way. If you want to create a class, okay, if you want to capture everything in the class itself, you can do that as well. Let's say, see, I can paste the same thing over here. See, one more example I have created. This is the example. So you can get any of the way, right? While you are creating a tool and all, so you can get any of them. See, here is a one more way. So this is my Pydantic class, and here is my class, and you can import this struct tool. Okay, you can import this struct tool. You can import this struct tool over here. Now it will be also considered as a tool, and inside this one you can write your functionality. So here is a name, description, argument is schema, and this is the function. So even you can use this as a tool, right, where you are going to be like use this struct tool, or else you can use this as a tool, this one I created, or else you can use this as a tool, right? So there is a multiple way of the tool creation. So this is just a like quick basically what I can say intuition of the tool and all, but here we are going to be use this particular way of creating a tool. Even though you can create a simple function as well, but that is not a recommended one. So you can use this struct tool for giving the more description and all. I think that would be great, because I always follow this tool and all, and we can get a multiple variables and all, and the multiple basically customization on top of the tool, and it always works, right? So now guys, what we can do, see, we can create our tools. So first we are going to be create our weather info tool. I'll be creating one in front of you, and then for the rest I'm going to be copy and paste the code, right? So what I'm doing here, guys, for this weather info, let me uh, show you how it will look like this particular tool. So here I would be having one class. Okay, now inside this class, guys, again I have a function. So my function is going to be what? Def underscore underscore init underscore underscore, and here is what? Here is a cell. Okay, now guys, what I will do, I'm going to be write pass over here, and after that, guys, I'm going to be create one more function. The function name is going to be def. Okay, and here is what? This underscore setup tool. This is what? This is my private function. So underscore setup tool. Now this function, what it will do, it is responsible for creating a tool. Okay, it will provide me a list of the tool. Okay, so the return or statement of this particular function is going to be a list. So let me do one thing. Let me write a return statement of it, and this is going to be a list. Okay, so see, first we are going to be initialize all the required thing, okay, all the required functionality and all, and after that, guys, what we'll do, we are going to be set up the tools. All the tools basically it will be over here. Okay, not only one, it is going to be written the list of tools. So let me show you how all the tools look like. So we're talking about the tool, guys. See, let me show you the complete functionality only. I hope you understood the escalator. So see, this is the complete functionality. So what we have this basically API key, which we'll be getting from the .env. Then guys, this is the additional functionality which we'll be keeping inside the utils. Then here is my list of tool. Now this function is going to return list of tool, this one. Okay, now where is my tool, guys? This is my tool. Now this particular tools I am going to be bind to the LLM. Now here you can check, the first tool actually it is a get current weather. The second tool is a get weather forecast. Okay, and now all this particular information we are going to be capture from where? We are going to be capture from the real time data. Now from where we'll get the real time data? So we are going to be capture this real time data using this function. And now this functionality will be available in the utils, guys. Okay, so let me show you this particular functionality. Let me keep it inside the uh, basically file. So let me show you in which file it will be available. Utils weather underscore info. So I haven't created this file. I think I will have to create this file, guys. Just a second, I'll be taking your doubts and all if you have any, but as of now just focus, because I don't want to break the flow, and it is a little complex if you're not getting, if you're not able, not focusing right now. Okay, so here I can create a file. The file name is going to be weather, weather underscore info dot py. Now what I will do, guys, inside this weather info I'm going to be write my further code. Okay, so see, this is going to be my further code, guys. So this code basically it is responsible for connecting with the uh, real time API. So this is my base URL. Here I am getting a current weather. Okay, and this is what, this is my forecast, weather forecast. Now this particular functionality, this get forecast and this get current weather. Okay, I'm going to be append where? I'm going to be append inside this particular tool. See, what I have initialized this weather forecast tool, right? From where? From this weather info, weather underscore info, and this is my class weather forecast tool. Okay, so here is my class, this weather forecast tool. Now this function and this function is giving me a real-time information which we are going to be capture through this base URL as well as this API key and my base query. Okay, so here, guys, you can see what we have. We are going to be capture the service. We are going to be take a list of tool. Okay, so this is my, this function is giving me this list of tools. So this is my tool, first tool, this is my second tool, and is going to be written this tool with the entire functionality. So likewise, guys, this is the complete tool designing which I have done. So this all the tools basically it will be associated with what? It is going to be associated with the LLM. We are going to be bind it with the LLM, guys. So I hope you understood it, you got it, and I don't think so. You should have any sort of a doubt so far. How many of you are able to understand this flow? Anyone having any sort of a doubt? I'm just looking into the chat, guys. So if you have any sort of a doubt, you can ask me. So I can give you this code. You can look into it. Okay, and again we can take a revision of it. Maybe tomorrow we can take a revision. So just a second. I am going to write over here git, I think via, okay, just a second, git add dot, then git commit hyphen m, and here tool flow updated. Okay, then what I can do, I can write git push over here, git push. Okay, so guys, what says tomorrow we can code the remaining tool, and we can look into the other functionality today. Can you revise till here? Is it fine for all of you? I'm just taking a suggestion, I'm just asking a suggestion. So if you are fine, then I think we can stop over here with this entire flow and the coding. And I think tomorrow we can do the further coding, the tool coding and all, because I know it will see, apart from the tool calling, a couple of more things would be required. So this environment variable, so we'll have to capture the environment variable from the open, for the open weather map API, from the, for the exchange rate API, for the LangChain API key. Okay, and for the four square G places. So again, I will have to give you this intuition also. Maybe it will take 15 to 20 minutes more. So what do you think, guys? Should we break? Right? Sorry, should we like close right now? And will you go through with this entire code at least, and just run it and check whether the UI is coming or not? We'll make it working. We'll try to execute this entire thing in a single go. Don't worry about it. Okay. Great. So let's take a quick revision. What I can do, guys, I can give you the quick revision over the blackboard itself. Okay. So with that, little more picture will clarify in your mind, and then, guys, tomorrow we can specifically look into the tool calling. Okay, the further functionality of the tool and all. So here, what we have, guys, tell me. We are going to be design the complete flow using the Lang graph. Okay. Now this particular functionality we're gonna expose using what? We're gonna expose using uh, this one, fast API. Okay, as an endpoint. Okay, now we're gonna access this endpoint using the Streamlit. Right. So this is my UI. This is my API creation, means my endpoint creation. Okay, and this is my backend, guys. Right. Now in a backend, what we have? We have two things. Right. So multiple things I can write over here so that you will get a clear cut idea. So in backend, guys, we have multiple things. First, we are going to be define our config. Second, we're gonna define what? We're gonna define our like model. Okay. The third one, we're gonna define our tool and all tools. Now in the tools again, we have a multiple tools. So for the weather, different tool. For the real-time search places, different tool. Okay, for doing some arithmetic calculation and all, there is a different tool. So guys, first the question will come from the Streamlit. It will come to the API, a fast API. This is giving me my endpoint. Okay. Then guys, it is coming to the Lang graph. To this Lang graph, what is happening? See, this Lang graph, we have certain nodes and edges. Okay, node and edges, node and edges, A D G G E. Now this node and edges is nothing, it's just a like functionality. See, every node is representing a function, one function. Now over here, guys, if we're talking about this function, so you can refer this one, this entire Lang graph flow, how this is working, the agentic flow. Okay, and we have a config here, we have a model loader. Now apart from that, we have a tool and all, tool calling. That's it, guys. And this all the thing is going to be like calling to each other, and likewise we have designed the complete backend. Is it clear? Tell me yes or no. In real time, we can add we can what we can do, we can create a UI. So just for the POC we can use the Streamlit, and for the other one, like for the real time production based application, HTML and CSS. Okay, using that only you will have to be design your UI. So now if you will look into the code, guys, code wise, again I can give you the quick walkthrough. So just focus on this file. Okay, this particular file. So inside this file, guys, what we have appended, this is my model. Here is my tool calling. This is my complete tool calling. This is my function, which is taking a decision. You can say it is a brain. This is my graph. Okay. Now this entire functionality is being called from this particular file. What is my file, guys? This is my file, main.py. Okay, this one. So this entire functionality is being called from this main.py. Now how we are giving an input to this main.py file? We are giving from this streamlit app.py. Okay, this is the file. So the entire functionality will, the entire the input will come from here itself, and it is going to be hit this base URL. And where is the base URL we have defined? Here, guys. Okay, so the entire processing is happening over here based on the user input and the submit button. That's it. Now with this workflow, guys, so if you will check with this agentic workflow, so there's some tool calling is appended, this one. So I shown you, I coded one tool over here. I coded one tool. If you will check with the tool, see, this is my weather info tool. Now in the weather info tool, we have a class, and inside this class, we have a function. So setup tool. Now inside the setup tool, guys, we have defined the multiple tool, this tool and this tool. Now the setup tool, guys, it is going to be written the list of tool. Okay. Now regarding this tool, right, whatever functionality is required, so that particular functionality, guys, we are going to be defined where in the utils. We have created one more file in the utils. This is the file, this file. So in the utils, guys, we have a function, this get current weather and this get forecast weather. So this is going to be take a real time like a query, and it is going to be fetch our data based on the query URL and the API key. And after that, guys, what it is doing, it is going to be written the functionality over here. See, if we will go and check with this current weather, so what is there? We are going to be called this get current weather. Okay, we are getting a data, complete data, and we are going to be written from here. That's it, guys. Okay, so if you will go and check with this entire code, I hope so you will be able to understand. Now tomorrow we are going to be code the other tool flow and all, and then we'll execute this code, and finally we are going to be deployed, right? Tomorrow we can check with the deployment. Otherwise we'll show you day after tomorrow. Okay, because as I told you, this type of project, guys, it takes time to develop end to end. And yeah, for sure, like we can increase the length of the session, or else we can add on one more day. Okay, so how was the session? Did you learn something here? I just want quick yes or no from your end, guys. Yes. Yeah, you can use the Tailwind also for the UI. That is also possible. So just quick confirmation from everyone. If you learn, if you like understood the flow, and will you try it at least from your end, because we have provided you the link, and you can check with the entire project. Okay, great, perfect. I can see people are saying awesome. I want everyone's ears, guys, whoever has joined this particular session. So please do let me know. I'm just waiting for your replies. And what should be up and running, guys? This UI should be up and running, at least this much. So once I will refresh it, I won't get anything. See, this is my fresh UI. Okay. I committed a code. You can check out. I already share the latest one to the GitHub. So again, I'm sharing the link of it, guys, so you can take this link. Yeah, guys, so I'm open for the doubt. If you have any sort of a doubt, you can ask me. We can discuss onto it. Any doubt, anything? Logger and this exception is remaining. Yeah, still it is remaining. So what we can do tomorrow, we can code it, or else you can take this one as a homework. You can try this exception in logger. Okay.
Sunny, session is done.
Yes, sir. So today, I think this much is enough so that people can digest, and tomorrow we can code the further tool and all, and then we can go ahead with the deployment. So,
So, guys, how was the session, everyone? I hope everybody is able to understand. Yeah, perfect. So, quick announcement. Again, tomorrow also we'll be having one more session wherein we'll be doing the deployment, each and everything. So over here, I will quickly do this particular announcement. So here, guys, if you go to krishnaik.in, if you go to the live classes, similar kind of projects that we are planning to do, right? Agentic AI, LLM Ops project. So here you'll be able to see that this batch we are coming up on 12th July. Okay. Right now for this particular batch, for the next 3 days, you have only 20% off. And after that, we are closing it because there are very limited number of seats. Here, our main aim is to implement some amazing projects related to LLM Ops. One of the project, just a sample, a basic simple project, what Sunny has actually done. More complex projects we'll be doing in this particular course. So if you go ahead and just click on enroll now, you will be able to see the page over here, and along with that, you'll also be able to see the syllabus. Okay. So here, this kind of modular coding we specifically want to use in all these particular projects, and we'll be designing it. Here, we will be learning about ML ops, LLM ops, and along with this, see complete project structure for AI project development, Git, exceptional handling, Dockerization, each and everything we'll be discussing. If I talk about document analysis, chat and comparison, see advanced RAG, we are implementing some projects, which is 90% of the use cases that we are doing right now. Then you have e-commerce product assistant. Here we are also integrating MCP. So this kind of projects we'll be doing. Multi-agent system for research analysis and generation automation. There is also AWS SageMaker. We are going to implement some of the projects. Then you have MLOps project also. Along with this, you'll also be able to see that we also have some LLM powered semantic image search system. So there will be a lot amazing things that we are probably going to learn in this specific course itself, right? So a lot of learnings will be there, a lot of amazing things will be there. You should be right now 20% off is going on. Please go ahead and take it for the next 3 days, as there are limited number of seats, right? And all the information regarding this will be given in the description of this particular video. If anybody is interested, you can go ahead and join. If you're not interested, you can watch the free videos as such. Okay. Yeah, so this was it, almost like what we had actually discussed in this. On the day 3, Sunny will be doing the further deployment stuff and all. Sunny, you there, or you have left? Sorry.
Just a second.
Yeah, I've added you. So yeah, Sunny, anything before we close, you want to talk
Anything
about?
like, see, sir, so people can go through with the code at least and understand the flow in whatever way I've written. Tomorrow, once we'll complete, I can give you couple of assignment on top of it itself. So after completing it, like people can again work, okay, with some other problem statement and all, and or otherwise they can make an enhancement in the same project. Okay.
Okay, perfect. So thank you, everyone. Yes, Sunny, thank you for taking this session. I think you have taken it for 2 hours, straight hours. Amazing. We have implemented the model coding and all. So this was it from my side. We will see you all in tomorrow's session, same time, 8:30. And tomorrow we'll be focusing on the remaining implementation and deployment. So thank you, everyone. Thank you, Sunny, for taking this
Thank you,
session.
sir.
Have a great day, guys. Keep on rocking. Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Bye.